Hello. To get started, we're going to be replacing, just putting his door panel back on because I took it off several months ago. So that's what the inside of his door panel looks like. I personally like it a lot because it's race car. And we have the handle components, this little bracket that goes on the door, a flathead, and a Phillips. That's really all you need right there. The reason I had to take it off is because this little guy right here came out of this little clip and fell down inside of the door. So I had to take the entire door panel off and fish that guy out. So let me show you how the door handle works. There's that little crease right there in the door handle right there on both sides. So what this does is this just slides right onto there, those little gear looking things. And then this little guy, this slides onto the door handle, slides right up in there and locks in place. I already took it off. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but we'll put it back on once we get the door panel back on. This little ring here goes on the outside of this guy right here, just to kind of fill the little gap in the door. I got the two little Phillips screws already in place here, so we'll just screw those right in there. Okay, so now that we have this bracket on there, we can go ahead and we can see if we can stick that door panel on there. So it's got a series of clips, little plastic clips all around. All those little red clips will hook in to these little holes all around the door here, all the way around. Gotta slide it up over that little lock right there, also it won't go into place properly. Gotta take the door handle off first. Let me do that real quick. Phillips. And there is just one screw. The screw's in right there, but then there's a little latch hook thing right there on the back. So now that we've got the door handle off, see that little latch thing just hooks right into the door just like that. Once you get that screw off, now I think we can just leave the door handle just dangling in there and we'll just feed it through that hole in the door. Door handle was kind of a pain in the ass trying to wedge it in there, but we got it. There are two of those little sliders right behind that part right there, and one right up here that you have to kind of pull this way a little bit, insert in, and then slide back, and it goes right into place. That's all nice and lined up. All the pop clips should be in there pretty good. Only thing now that could be a problem is that little guy. Because I think I left the screw for it, and that's the part that really holds the door panel onto the door really securely. Should be fine for now. It's pretty solid as long as somebody doesn't rip it and grip it. Should be fine. It'd be all right. So let's go ahead and put the screw back in here, and I'll show you guys how to put the door handle back on. All right, for the door handle, just these three pieces, and we're done. So this guy goes on there, just like that. And then we'll slide this guy right on there. Doesn't really matter how, as long as little teeth are on there good. Now, this is the hard part. I'm going to try to have to push the door in while also feeding that little guy into the correct spot. So that's the challenge right there. I think, I don't remember if I have to put it from the top or from the bottom. I will let y'all know. This little ring has to go on this side, so it will slide right in here and it will clip right around that. So then on the inside here, this little ring goes and holds it in place on this little metal channel right here. So you'll slide, I guess we'll just put it on like about halfway first. All right, so right there, got on about halfway. It's just kind of sitting there. I think that should work. Put this guy on, just like this. And then this should just slide right onto the door handle here. Now we just gotta push this little ring down the rest of the way until it pops right into place. One way to check is just yanking on the door handle. And if it don't come out, that means we got that little pin thing in the right place. Seems pretty securely in there to me. So that, boys and girls, is a job well done. Thank you so much for watching. We got some more content on the way. We got to replace his fuel pump, his alternator, and some O2 sensors because you got to check engine light on for a fuel pump. So hopefully that's all the issue is. And we also have our light bar over there that we're going to try to install right on top. Just waiting on, just waiting on our other co-owner to solder some wires for me real fast. And then I'll be all good to go ahead and just slap this guy on top. We'll either have to drill into his roof or buy some type of glue. Yeah, stay tuned for that. See you next time.
Uh-oh. Stinky.